Hello everyone and welcome to another LEGO Star Wars review. Today we're going to take a look at some more sets from Star Wars The Force Awakens, and I've got a really cool set to show you today. It's one of the biggest sets from Star Wars The Force Awakens, and it is of course one of the villain vehicles from the film, and I've got to say this is an awesome design. Not only is the LEGO set itself very cool, but the vehicle looks superb and I can't wait to see it in action in the film. It is of course none other than this one. Just move back to get that boxing shot. Set number 75104, Kylo Ren's Command Shuttle. I've definitely saved the best till last with this particular set, as this one is absolutely phenomenal. It's a great update to the Imperial Shuttle that we've seen from the original trilogy, and it comes with some stunning features and some even more stunning minifigures. So I'll take a look at all of those with you in just a little bit. But before I do, as always, a huge thanks goes out to the guys at the LEGO Group who were kind enough to supply this set for a review. They've made all my Force Awakens LEGO reviews possible, so again, a huge thanks and a thumbs up goes out to them, and hopefully I'll be back to give you a look at many more sets in the very near future. So with regards to this actual set, it does retail for $99.99, which sounds pricey, but the piece count on this one is 1005, so we actually get a amazing price per brick ratio on this one. And again, like with most LEGO Star Wars sets, the finished product looks superb and it is absolutely massive, so it's great value for money, and the build on this one is really intricate and really detailed, so you know, definitely a great value for money set. As you can see, we've got some stunning artwork on the front of the box which depicts the attack shuttle in action, or command shuttle rather. And down in the bottom corner we have a rundown of some of those minifigures that are included, and again I'll give you a look at some of those in just a bit. On the reverse side of the box, once again we have more artwork of the command shuttle itself, as well as some of the features that the vehicle has. So a very cool set indeed, and before I even get into the review of this one, I do want to recommend it to you. It's a fantastic build, and if you want to add this one to your collection, be sure to hit the link in the video description. So, onto the set itself, and as always, we'll kick things off with the minifigures. And the first one, with this being Kylo Ren's Command Shuttle, is Kylo Ren himself. This is an awesome figure. I really like how LEGO have handled this one. The design of it, the way it's been put together, absolutely phenomenal. And it's definitely one of the best LEGO minifigures from the entire Force Awakens line. Coupled with Captain Phasma from the First Order Transporter set, you know, these make a really formidable duo. Can't wait to see these in action in the film. So kudos to LEGO on their minifigure efforts with this set. And again, Kylo Ren looks superb. As you can see, he does come with that now very famous helmet, which looks superb. Again, you've got those silver highlights around the mask, and a very Vader-esque design at the back. He also comes with the crossguard lightsaber as well, and a soft goods cape at the back. This is actually made of a softer, more flimsy material to the capes we've seen in the past. If you think back to the Imperial Shuttle set that was released and the material that was used on Leia's poncho, it's the similar sort of material to that. As you can see, great detail printed there on the torso and on the legs. You've got the belt there with that really intricately designed buckle. And if you remove the helmet, big reveal coming up, dun 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 dun, we get another mask. No Kylo Ren face underneath, just another mask plate, as you can see. This isn't in the same vein as Captain Phasma in the sense that it's trying to retain mystery with the figure, but it actually doubles, as not only do you get the mask with this figure, which just goes over the head like so, but if you remove the helmet, as you just saw, we also get a hooded piece with this figure, so that you can have Kylo Ren displayed with his hood up, and as you can see, that gives you the mask look underneath. So very cool, really nice that LEGO decided to do that for us. I've got to admit, my preferred look of the two is with the standard helmet, mainly because it's just a unique piece, and it really adds to the look of the character. So very cool indeed, and definitely the best figure from the set in my opinion. Next up in the minifigure lineup we get this guy. This is General Hux. Gave you a look at this guy's Hasbro action figure recently. General Hux is of course played by Domhnall Gleeson in The Force Awakens, and he would appear to be the sort of Tarkin character of the film. He does appear to be in charge of Starkiller Base, and despite his young age, seems to be a very villainous and mysterious character. So again, can't wait to see him in action in the film. He does have the sort of First Order Officer look to him. He's got the trench coat printed on the torso and legs there, which obviously drapes over the majority of his body. You've got the First Order emblem printed on the officer's cap, and those hair highlights there just down the side of his face, just to give him a bit of a different look. It's a very cool figure indeed. Really like General Hux. As I've said before, can't wait to see him in the film. Next up, we get a standard First Order Officer. She does appear to be female, this character, so nice to see some diversity within the ranks. As you can see, once again, you've got that very cool First Order Officer's cap with the logo printed on the front. You've got a rather haggard looking facial print there. She does have a little bit of lipstick on, but some lines and wrinkles on the face as well. She does come with a pair of macro binoculars, which in this case are painted in white. And as you can see on the front of the figure, we do get that really cool officer's uniform, some rank cylinders inside there as well, or code cylinders, and a very cool look all around. Coupled with General Hux, she looks very cool indeed. Next up, we get some First Order crew members. These are the same figures that we saw in the TIE Fighter set that I gave you a look at recently. Very interesting figure design and character design. As I mentioned in my TIE Fighter review, sort of a blend of different designs from the original trilogy. He has the helmet design of the Death Star Troopers or Navy Commanders, coupled with a helmet very similar to the Royal Guard in the sense that it's enclosed, and also a little bit of Death Star gunner in there as well. Very simplistic uniform design on the front, and he does come with a blaster pistol. And we actually get two of these characters with the set. And the final figure is this guy. This is the First Order Stormtrooper Officer. I thought he was going to be a sergeant or something like that, but no, he's just a regular officer. And this rank is of course indicated by the orange pauldron on the shoulder. The figure itself is exactly the same as the Stormtroopers seen in the First Order set, or First Order Transporter set, should I say. Obviously you've got that new helmet design, you've got the updated armour printed on the torso and legs, same blaster pistol there as you can see, and a removable helmet that reveals an angry clone head underneath. So great lineup of minifigures. Again, of course, the real highlight is Kylo Ren himself, and he looks absolutely phenomenal. So those are the minifigures. Now on to the set itself, and again I'm going to move back for you now because this one is quite large and I want to be able to get it all in frame. Here it is. Really cool set, I've got to say. Love the design of this one. As I've said with most First Order items from The Force Awakens, it has a very creepy look to it. It's almost like a claw or something. You know, it's so mysterious and so creepy, but it just looks phenomenal. Really love the design of this one. As I said at the beginning of the review, the build on this one is really intricate. You've got a lot of mechanisms and gears within the wings. Great detail on the main hull of the vehicle, as you can see. And there's some nice interior design as well going on with this one. So I'll run through the features first and I'll talk about the wings. These are one of the most vital parts of the set in my opinion. Obviously in the film we saw these wings sort of spread out horizontally. Sadly, this set can't do that. The only thing that this one does is the wings expand and there are some panels on the bottom that open up as well. But the wings themselves don't actually retract downwards as we see in the film, which is a little bit of a shame. But I'm guessing that at the point of making this set, you know, the LEGO designers weren't aware of that feature, or they just couldn't find the right way to incorporate it into the set. Again, I'm going to apologise for the amount of dust on these things because they've been sat in my collection for quite some time. Yeah, so we'll talk about the wings first. As I said, they do expand or extend, and as you can see, all you do to do this, well, you can do it in one of two ways really. You can either lift up the wing itself, or you can use this mechanism at the back. which, as you can see, if you just turn that or lift it, you turn it actually, there we go, it's alright, it took me a while to remember what to do with this one there. If you just turn this, and if you turn it clockwise, the wing, as you can see, is on a sort of extending arm. So if you turn that like so, the wing itself connects, links up and extends like so, very very long indeed. And then there is a ball socket on that mechanism at the back which just connects into a slot at the back, which clips the wing in place. And the same can be done on the other side. Again, just rotate that knob, clip it in place, and there you go, you've got some extended wings. Again, this is really tall. I mean, I've got to say, this probably stands at around 12 inches tall when it's fully extended, and it looks phenomenal. Again, love the design on this one. So to release those wings, of course, you just unclip those ball joints at the back, like so, turn the knob anti-clockwise, and the wing will rest back in place. So very very cool. As I said, you also have these opening panels at the bottom. When they are folded inwards, they do serve as sort of landing gear so that the ship sits level on a flat surface. But if you want to have this one in flight mode, they can extend like so. As you can see, on each wingtip we do have some flick fire missiles, which just can be tapped from inside this slot on the side of the wing, and then obviously the missile fires out. You've got some cannons there for detailed purposes as well. Just a very cool design to the overall vehicle. What I really love about this one is that you've got some great detailing on the top of the main hull, all those vents and hatches and all that sort of stuff. And also on the back of the shuttle, you've got these really cool and very menacing red engines which look superb as well. Now, the main hull of the vehicle can indeed be opened up, and as you can see inside we have a cockpit area. Now you'll see one of the First Order crew members is in there at the moment, but there's also a seating area right at the very front for another figure, and there's also storage for your flick fire missiles and weapons in there as well. Now this side of the hatch can be closed, and then you can then proceed to open up a much smaller hatch at the back, which, as you can see if we come around the reverse side of the vehicle, does have a storage section there for Kylo Ren's lightsaber hilt and blade. So obviously if you want to stand the figure inside the cockpit area but his lightsaber hinders the closure of the hatch, you can just store it away at the back there, which is very very cool. So all in all, a fantastic set. Doesn't come with quite as many features as, say, the First Order Transporter. So in terms of value for money, personally I would recommend the First Order Transporter more. But in terms of displayability and how the sets themselves look, I think Kylo Ren's Command Shuttle really does take top prize. And it's an awesome looking set all round. So again, if you're looking for the perfect display piece, this is the one to go to. Although it doesn't come with quite as many features as some of the other sets in this line. So I'll let you check out all my previous reviews on these sets to help make up your mind as to which ones you want to pick up. But let me tell you, this one is a highly recommended one, and if you want to add it to your collection, as always, be sure to check out the link in the video description down below. I'll be back to give you a look at some more LEGO sets very soon. Got the 2015 Advent Calendar to give you a brief look at in a future video. Going to be doing something a little bit different with that this year, so stay tuned for that. And of course, plenty more action figures on the way as well. Black Series 6-inch stuff, some action figure 2-packs, and some vehicles as well, so stay tuned. As always, thank you for watching this review, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. So until then, as always, keep collecting, and may the Force be with you.